So, you want to buy a house, eh? Adorable. It's like watching a baby deer try to outrun a cheetah on roller skates. Endearing but ultimately futile. You see, the housing market is a bit of a head-scratcher these days. Prices are through the roof but no one seems to be buying. It's a seller's market but the sellers aren't selling. It's like everyone's collectively decided to play a game of real estate chicken and no one wants to blink first. This begs the question, who are all these phantom buyers propping up the market? Are we witnessing a housing bubble inflated by ghosts with good credit scores? Or is something else at play here? Buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to dive headfirst into the wild, wacky, and frankly terrifying world of the 2025 housing market. Let's start with the basics. According to Redfin, the median home price in the US has jumped by some ridiculous percentage, let's say 15%, in the past year alone. Meanwhile, wages have stagnated like a forgotten cup of tea. That's right, folks, the gap between what we earn and what it costs to buy a house is wider than ever. It's enough to make you want to pack it all in and go live in a yurt in the woods. Don't get any ideas though, they're probably overpriced too. Now let's talk numbers, shall we? The National Association of Realtors tells us that the median home price is now roughly $11 billion. Okay, maybe not that high, but it's a big, scary number that makes us want to weep softly into our avocado toast. Meanwhile, the median household income is hovering around a paltry, insert current median household income. You do the math. Actually, don't bother. It's depressing. The point is, for the average person, scraping together enough cash for a down payment is about as likely as finding a unicorn riding a unicycle while juggling chainsaws. It's not impossible, but it's damn near close. And even if you do manage to pull a financial rabbit out of your hat, good luck finding a bank willing to lend you the rest. They're as picky as a toddler at a buffet these days. Here's the thing about banks. They love to talk about how they're here to help you achieve your dreams. But let's be honest, their version of helping involves charging you an arm and a leg in interest and fees. It's like going to a restaurant, ordering a glass of water, and getting charged for bottled Fiji water with a lemon wedge they swear will enhance the flavor. Banks are sitting on a mountain of cash, thanks in part to those juicy down payments you're struggling to save. They're not just hoarding it though, well, maybe a little. They're busy lending it out to, wait for it, investors. That's right. Those brave souls with enough capital to buy up properties like they're going out of style. So why aren't current homeowners selling and cashing in on this insane market? It's simple. They're sitting pretty with mortgage rates so low, they make a newborn baby's heart rate look like a heavy metal concert. Thanks to the pandemic-era lending frenzy, millions of homeowners locked in rates so ridiculously low that selling would be like trading in a golden goose for a handful of magic beans. Sure, they could sell for a hefty profit, but then they'd be right back in the same leaky boat as everyone else, desperately searching for a new place to live in this overpriced market. And let's be real, no one wants to be the sucker who sells their house only to watch prices climb even higher. Section 5. Who's still buying houses in this economy? A look at the players. So, if regular folks like you and me are priced out, who's left to buy all these houses? Well, it's not exactly a mystery. There are three main groups still playing the real estate game. 1. The rich, and getting richer. These folks are basically playing Monopoly in real life, except instead of Boardwalk and Park Place, they're buying up entire neighborhoods. They're sitting on piles of cash and can easily outbid anyone foolish enough to challenge them. 2. The relocators. These are the folks who moved during the pandemic, chasing the siren song of remote work and cheaper living. Now they're stuck, forced to buy in their new locales, even if it means sacrificing their firstborn child to appease the real estate gods. 3. The inheritors. The lucky few who stumbled into a pile of generational wealth. They're the ones who casually mention using a bit of inheritance for a down payment, as if they're talking about digging into their pocket change to buy a pack of gum. Section 6. Investors, the market whales. Let's talk more about those investors, shall we? They're like the killer whales of the housing market, big, powerful, and always hungry for more. Institutional investors in particular have been gobbling up properties at an alarming rate, often paying above asking price and in cash. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with investing in real estate, but when a significant chunk of the housing stock is being bought up by companies looking to turn a profit, it creates a whole host of issues. For starters, it drives up prices for everyone else and makes it even harder for regular people to compete. Section 7. When the music stops, predicting the unpredictable housing market. The million-dollar question, or should we say the multi-million-dollar question is, will this madness ever end? The short answer is, the slightly longer answer is, it depends. There are signs that the investor frenzy might be slowing down. Rising interest rates and cooling demand could make real estate a less attractive investment, leading to a dip in prices. But then again, this is the housing market we're talking about. It's about as predictable as a toddler on a sugar rush. Section 8. Generational wealth and the housing market. Here's a sobering thought. The housing market isn't just about bricks and mortar, it's about generational wealth. For many families, owning a home is the most significant investment they'll ever make. It's a way to build equity, pass down wealth to future generations, and secure a piece of the pie. But what happens when an entire generation is priced out of the market? The gap between the haves and the have-nots widens, and the dream of homeownership becomes increasingly out of reach for many. It's a vicious cycle that perpetuates inequality and undermines the very fabric of our society. Section 9. So, can we fix this thing? The housing market is a complex beast and there's no easy fix. But there are things we can do to address the affordability crisis. We need policies that encourage the construction of more affordable housing, provide down payment assistance to first-time buyers, and curb excessive investor speculation. This isn't just about economics, it's about fairness. Everyone deserves a safe and affordable place to live. It's time to stop treating housing like a commodity and start treating it like the essential human right it should be.